You got another question?
All right, it's time to talk about the NFC North.
You started
here.
it and didn't even tell me.
You know what? Get over yourself, okay? You should be prepared. You're a professional. So we're going to be talking about the NFC North. That's my division on the NFC side, so I'm really excited to talk about that. We got a lot of people in our fantasy league who are big fans of the Bears as well, so I'm sure they're going to want to hear what we have to say. More importantly, though, I think the league wants to know, what is your least favorite kind of salad dressing?
Amateur football player flavored salad dressing.
Delicious. Why amateur football fantasy player salad dressing flavor? Is that what it says on the bottle?
It does. It was actually a ranch bottle.
Isn't
I
that
replaced
also
it with
known
a
as
piece of
Thousand Island?
Yes.
Or tapioca?
Yes, actually. They're all about the same. But, I say this because fantasy leagues need participation. And, we can't stress this anymore. I'm not a big fan, but, look at your team. Especially for football, it's easy. Look at your team once a week.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yes.
Really. Tuesday or Wednesday, spend 5 minutes making sure you have a player in each spot.
It sounds stupid, but it happens.
Especially
defense.
It's something I have to stress to people every single week.
Yeah.
Just have a player.
Yeah.
It could even be a player who may not play. As long as it's a player who has a game scheduled that week, make sure he's in your lineup. It's really worth it.
It's just important. And, if you're going to sign up for the league, play in the league.
Yes. This goes out to Sixburg.
Yes.
Sixburg. We're looking at you.
Isn't that Vito?
Play. That would be Vito.
I like his name.
He was in the championship game 2 years ago.
If I was Italian, I would want my kid to be named Vito.
I'll tell you off camera what his last name is because it's even more Italian.
Costantino?
It's awesome. No, it's not Constantino.
That's the only Italian name I know. And Mario.
Is that Italian?
Is it?
Oh, I'm not sure. So we're going to go ahead and talk here about NFC
division.
North.
I
got
NFC
really
North.
sidetracked by the possibility of being fed dinner at some point. So good thing neither one of us cooks, but know somebody who does.
Yes, that's what we need to know.
So, okay, NFC North time.
All right. I have the Minnesota Vikings winning this division. I think it's it'll be close between Green Bay.
Do you think Brett Favre's coming back?
Yes.
Oh, shocker!
I don't care.
Oh man. Okay.
And I think they'll go undefeated with Tavarius Jackson.
Oh, I thought it was Tavares Jackson. Is it Tavarius?
Does
it matter?
Doesn't matter. He's a backup. Once he starts, you can get his name
is
right.
Jackson, so you might as well call him Reggie Jackson.
They also have that other guy, Sage Rosenfeld.
Oh, he's technically
He's got a cool name.
Guy.
Sage too. Speaking of cool
names, nothing
names,
says football like
Sage.
Or
I kind of think of
or Fells.
Yes, you got a point, but neither of those quarterbacks should play this year with Brett Favre coming back.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
They've got Favre, they've got Peterson. They've got still their defense, the Williams brothers, as I like to call them. They aren't related, Kevin and Pat Williams. But, they might as well be. I mean, they play the same positions.
And they shower together.
Yes, they have. How do you know that? Don't answer, actually. They've still got that run defense. And, a good team needs a good run defense to me, I think. I also believe
their secondary is suspect, though.
True. But,
and they're in a division that's going to be pass-friendly this season.
But if you can protect against the run and show that you can't run against them, the other team's going to pass. And NFL cornerbacks, when the team's going to pass, should be able to stop it. I think they have the quality.
Well, you've talked about Minnesota. How do you think the rest of the division is going to go?
Green Bay at 12-4, 1 game back. They've got a very good team this year. Chicago at 6-10. Sorry, Bears fans. I'm not a believer again.
Most Bears fans aren't.
Although you've got something else. You got a different
I've got some
opinion.
stuff to talk about.
And Detroit, the lovable losers.
I don't think they're really lovable. Maybe Matthew Stafford.
I kind of like them.
Yeah.
I appreciate them losing so much.
Well, we drastically changed how we differed drastically in how we think this division is going to play out.
Totally.
I have Green Bay winning the division. That's not because I've been a Green Bay fan since I left my mother's womb. It's actually because I think Green Bay is possibly one of the best teams in football this season. They have all kinds of offensive firepower. They also have an excellent defense and a defensive guru in Dom Capers. somebody that you should probably respect a
Yeah,
lot.
Dom Capers.
For the actual division, though, I have Green Bay
honestly,
taking
the cool
the
names,
division.
Dom.
Dom. Like Dom DeLuise.
Yes.
Yes. I have Green Bay at 13-3, and then I have Chicago at 10-6. Bears fans, don't send me your Valentine's Day cards so quickly. We'll talk a little bit about that. But then I have Minnesota at 8-8, and I do think Favre's coming back. So
8-8.
I have 8-8 with Favre.
Yeah, and
I won't imagine what they're going to do without.
They were like below 500 for over half the season when we picked games.
Yes, I'm not hating on Minnesota because I despise Minnesota. I love the state, hate the team.
It is a nice place to live.
It's a very nice place to
I
play
love the
frisbee
snow.
golf.
Frisbee golf. They had so many frisbee golf
They did have
courses.
frisbee golf everywhere. It was like in the streets and stuff.
Yeah, you get hit by cars a couple times, but
You bounce it off a cow and
You know,
it goes in.
it's good workout.
Yes.
A cow?
Yeah,
In
well, they
Minnesota.
also string up Packer fans in Minnesota
Yeah,
by trees.
They do.
So
I saw a couple. I actually
modern-
strung a couple up.
Modern. Ooh, trying to fit in a little too much.
I really hope our dad doesn't watch this video.
Yeah, that would be bad. I think that Minnesota is going to have some performance issues on offense. I think Adrian Peterson showed some cracks in the armor come late last season and in the playoffs. I do think they're going to struggle on how they want to use Toby Gerhardt as well. I don't think he's going to wind up contributing in any way.
Peterson kind of needs to learn the high and tight. Tiki Barber learned it.
I think Peterson should
kinda fumbles.
start by learning
He fumbles.
that holding the ball is positive to your performance.
Right.
Then he should learn how to hold the ball because he clearly decided he didn't want to hold the ball.
He's
last
still a man beast.
Yes, if he holds the ball, he's going to probably rush for 700 yards.
I still think he's better than Chris Johnson with running backs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
Peterson can run right through you, bowl right through you. Johnson has to juke and jive. You know, it's cool to look at, but Peterson's still got it, I think. He's also got probably a better offensive line, but, you know,
Well,
I don't think so.
the other aspect here where we differ is Chicago. I really think Jay Cutler's going to do really well in his second year in the system. They've brought in Mike Martz, who's actually going to probably mold Cutler much in the way he molded Kurt Warner to be a Pro Bowl quarterback. I think
And tried to mold J.T. O'Sullivan.
tried to.
Remember that?
Remember, you're working with a puddle of mud when it comes to J.T. O'Sullivan. So Cutler's actually
That's a
talented
terrible
quarterback.
band, too, Puddle of Mud.
They use a lot of curse words, and it's not really family friendly. I really do think that the Bears are going to perform well. I think Matt Forte is going to have a bounce back year. I think for fantasy football owners, he's a steal lower in the draft. I think their
Killed my
defense, getting Julius Peppers and having Brian Urlacher back at full strength,
Right, Pepper.
that's going to be excellent for them on that side of the ball. I think they're going to be defense first, offense secondary throughout the season, but I do think they're going to have the firepower now on offense to hold their own in a division where you're probably going to need to score 3 touchdowns to win a lot of those games.
Kettler, to me, is the new age Favre. He's going to make the passes he can't make. He's going to throw the interceptions, and he's going to throw the interceptions again this year. That's why I have him at 6-10.
I think he's going to reduce the number of interceptions and increase the number of touchdowns, especially with a lot of his wide receiver options this year.
I do too, but I still
really
don't
do
think it's
see
enough.
it possibly going your way as well. So I could certainly see them
And
with a winning record, or I could see them having a losing record and seeing
With-
wholesale changes. For
with the talent you say Green Bay has and the talent I think Minnesota has, I think those are 4 games that they're going to have a very hard time winning, even at Soldier Field.
Well, they always play the Packers well, even on the road. And then, they beat Minnesota last year in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. So
That didn't happen, actually. I don't know what you're watching.
Okay, well, aside from
It
that,
probably happened.
we got like 30 seconds. Detroit.
The rest of the division's kind of good. I like Minnesota and I like Green Bay and Chicago. They have a team in Detroit.
Yeah, the Lions.
Barry Sanders still played there.
Matthew Stafford is probably one of my top 5 favorite players after his
Really?
performance against Cleveland.
I always thought he was overrated at Georgia.
But he was amazing against the Cleveland Browns. And his refusal
I
to
could
leave
be
the field-
amazing against the Cleveland Browns.
His refusal
I'm
to
actually
leave the
trying
field
out tomorrow.
made me a Matthew Stafford fan.
Troy Meyer or Jake Delhomme?
Ooh.
I guarantee you thought about it.
Ooh, we could probably do a 30-minute video on Jake Delhomme.
It's
But
not.
that's the NFC North for you. He's got Vikes, I got Packers. We'll see how it plays out.